height of this from about mid-morning through about mid-afternoon. That's when we're expecting the highest gusts as well as the lowest visibility to kind of accompany the snow that we're expecting to go through a good portion of the day today and into this evening. All of this being said, southern and southeastern New Hampshire seeing the brunt of this storm, while the farther north and west you go, away from southern and southeastern parts of the state, the effects turn a lot less very quickly going into the afternoon as far as the wind gusts and as far as the heavier snowfall from the system. But if you are in southern New Hampshire and especially closer to the coast, lower visibility and blowing of some of that snow with temperatures only in the 20s as it falls. This likely is going to be kind of a middle of the road snow initially and then turning a lot fluffier as we go into the back half of the system and the winds turn a little bit more northeasterly. So toughest travel will be during the daylight hours today. They will improve some as the snow winds down later on this evening. A much better traveling day for us tomorrow and some light snow with a weak system continuing to move out of southern parts of Canada for the day on Wednesday. So you can clearly see the area of low pressure that has continued to strengthen and will continue to do so closest past either side of midday and then traveling northeastward into the Gulf of Maine. Shield of snow with the heaviest of the snow focused through southern parts of New England. That puts southern New Hampshire on the extreme northern edge of some of those higher totals, 8 to 12 inches of accumulation. But again, the farther north you go, this is going to battle a lot of dry air and really make it difficult for us to see anything over a few inches of accumulation north of the lakes region out of this, while southern New Hampshire will be totaling somewhere between 6 to 12 inches of accumulation. By midday today, you can see this is really where this system makes its closest pass. As far as the strengthening storm, this is likely also when we're going to be within that 4 to 6 hour window of the gustiest of the winds. By 5 o'clock this afternoon, western and northern areas of the state, some areas of light snow along with some winds gusting over 25 miles an hour. Closer to the coast, still some gusts over 40 miles an hour, a possibility through 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, and then dying off from there. Again, here's a look at your winds through 1 o'clock this afternoon. Highest gusts basically right along the coastal plain all the way farther west toward Manchester and Nashua, and then those winds come down dramatically later tonight as that light snow continues to fade. We are looking at a general 8 to 12 inches of accumulation for southern and southeastern parts of the state, with those trailing off rather quickly in a sharp cutoff with the drier air farther back to the northwest. More about the wind as well as the coastal concerns we have today. Let's head over to meteorologist Matt Honig.
Yeah, Kevin, the wind's already picking up in many spots this morning. Not terribly strong just yet, but a few spots like Nashua, Portsmouth gusting close to 30 miles per hour. Nothing compared to what they are seeing over parts of southern New England. Look at this in Boston, Providence, winds gusting close to 50 miles per hour. Outer Cape approaching the upper end of tropical storm force wind gusts. This is where the real brunt of the blizzard will be today, and we are really just on the outer edge of some of these stronger winds. But with that said, in the next couple of hours, especially along and near the coastline, the wind does ramp up out of the northeast. Late morning into midday, some gusts up over 45 miles per hour will be possible right at the water's edge. And that potentially gets us very close to blizzard criteria. What we're looking for today are frequent winds above 35 miles per hour, very low visibility under a quarter mile, and those things have to happen for at least 3 consecutive hours. It'll certainly be close, especially for areas near the coastline. The other issues are due to coastal flooding. Another high tide cycle coming in this afternoon, prompting a coastal flood warning. Thinking we'll get just up to minor flood stage at Hampton Harbor. And what this means is beach over, tidal flooding to about 1 or 2 feet in some low-lying areas. So that means vulnerable low-lying shore roads, likely to see some water and some loose rocks coming ashore today, and that just complicating the issues for coastal parts of Rockingham County. Now, the weather pattern staying very active this week. We'll go back over to Kevin for when a little bit more snow could be possible.
Yeah, a brief break in between systems for us Tuesday. Partial sunshine, a lingering breeze, gusting over 15 miles an hour. Clouds take over Tuesday night. Another band of light snow pushing in first thing Wednesday morning. This looks like a 1 to 3 inch accumulation, which pulls away later in the day. Brief break Thursday, and then another possibility of another storm system on Friday, although the latest computer models coming in this morning have that starting to shift a little bit farther to our south. We'll see as we get closer. 20s early this week, translating to 30s, and yeah, maybe near 40 both days this upcoming weekend.